Hi all, Mr. Carr on the web here. Wanted to talk to you about another EduProtocol. This one is called Sketch and Tell. It comes from book 1. Let's get into it. At its very basic, we begin by having students draw on one side of their page and write on the other. So let's just do this. We'll say Sketch and Tell. This is usually done in a Google slide deck, but it can also be done on paper. Both are really good. It begins with a prompt. Maybe it's a vocabulary word. Maybe it's a concept. When I'm introducing them, like always, I like to use a really low cognitive load. So something like, what makes you smile? If I were drawing for myself, I might do something like this. Paddleboarding. So how does it work? I have a student make a very simple sketch. We're not looking for Picasso here. In fact, I think it's a really healthy thing to use the Google drawing tools on a slide deck because nobody can make an excellent drawing there. It's a nice easy entry for a lot of people. So once the students have a nice simple drawing of whatever it is that you're doing, I have them turn and talk. So they're going to turn and tell somebody about it. And after they verbalize it, then they're going to write. So I might do something like, I like to paddleboard. Let's see what this looks like on a slide deck. If you go to eduprotocols.com, they have lots of free templates there. This is one of them. It's a sketch and tell made in a Google slide. So of course we've got a place for them to sketch and a place for them to write. But how would we use this in a classroom? If you're familiar with other EduProtocols, Sketch and Tell works great in between rounds of Fast and the Curious for vocabulary development. So let's remember that for vocab. Let's say that the word was extreme. I like to do this. How about a little Frere model over here on the tell side? So maybe we have a definition, examples, an antonym or a non-example, and usage. Maybe they use it in a sentence. And then over here, they've got their little drawing. So maybe we have something like a paraglider. It's kind of an extreme sport. Let's take a look at another example. How about concept development? What about something like the water cycle? So we could draw something like rain goes into the ocean, and then we have sublimation that makes the clouds. And then we could say like the water cycle is, and they could continue to talk about the actual cycle itself. How about in a science classroom? Phenomenology. What if they watch an experiment and then over here they draw what they saw in the experiment? And then over here they make a prediction. Not bad, huh? Lots of different ways that you can use this. Let me clean this up real quick. So let's recap. If you want to try out a sketch and tell, do it with one resource or a prompt, one slide or piece of paper per student. They're going to explain by drawing, then they're going to explain by writing. Don't let them use screenshots. We want their brain to do the work. That's the glory of the sketch and tell. And then end with a presentation or a gallery walk. This is where students collaborate and start to calibrate across the classroom. They start to see each other's work and it really sits in. So for instance, if you have a list of vocabulary word, the students aren't going to sketch and tell every single word by themselves. They're going to do one word. And then you're going to share the deck. You're going to present the deck. So now they get to see everybody else's work and they're learning from everybody else. Now, how do you do this? I personally like to use it in Nearpod or Pear Deck or on a slide or on paper. Lots of different ways. Remember, start slow, start easy, low cognitive load to begin with. Simple prompt like, what makes you smile? Then you'll move faster and faster into the meaty material after they know what they're doing. Use it, try it out. Don't forget to show us how it goes on social media. Use hashtag Sketch and Tell, hashtag EduProtocols. Follow me for more.